American Revolution. Many leaders of the American Revolution were Freemasons, including iconic figures like George Washington, Benjamin Franklin, and Paul Revere. Masonic ideals of liberty, equality, and fraternity resonated deeply in the debates, leading to American independence. The Declaration of Independence and the U.S. Constitution bear Masonic influences, particularly in their emphasis on inalienable rights and popular sovereignty. Moreover, Masonic lodges served as meeting and debate spaces for revolutionaries, where ideas of self-determination and resistance to authoritarianism took shape. French Revolution in France. Freemasonry played a significant role in spreading Enlightenment ideals that fueled the French Revolution. Figures like the Marquis de Lafayette, also a Freemason, fought for values of liberty and equality. They would echo in the revolutionary theme, Liber, Galit, Fraternit. French Masonic lodges served as spaces for discussions on social justice and criticism of monarchical absolutism. Independence movements in Latin America. Leaders like Simón Bolívar and José de San Martín, both Freemasons, were inspired by the principles of fraternity in their struggles for independence against European colonizers. Bolívar, for example, used Masonic networks to consolidate alliances between different regions and spread his liberating ideas. In Brazil, Dom Pedro I and other Freemasons were involved in the country's independence, using Masonic values to create a vision of a sovereign nation. Influence in Brazil. Freemasonry played a significant role in crucial events. Independence of Brazil. Besides Dom Pedro I, many members of the Brazilian elite who supported the movement were Freemasons. Masonic lodges were political articulation spaces to discuss the country's future. Proclamation of the Republic. Leaders like Marshal Deodoro da Fonseca and Floriano Peixoto were also Freemasons. The transition from empire to republic was strongly influenced by Masonic ideals of liberty and meritocracy. Abolitionist movements. Many Brazilian Freemasons supported the abolition of slavery, with Masonic lodges promoting campaigns for the liberation of enslaved people. With the Industrial Revolution, Freemasonry played an important role in spreading ideas about progress, science, and ethical work, promotion of rationalism and education. During the industrial era, Masonic lodges frequently sponsored schools and universities, advocating for access to knowledge as a means of social emancipation. Connection with the intellectual elite. Many scientists, inventors, and industrialists of the period were Freemasons, like James Watt and Benjamin Franklin, who applied the principles of fraternity to technological advancement and innovation. Defense of workers' rights. In some countries, Masonic lodges supported movements for better working conditions and human rights, aligned with the Masonic ideal of equality and human dignity. Freemasonry and cultural progress. Many renowned artists and writers were Freemasons, using the ideals of fraternity as inspiration for their works. Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, for example, was a Freemason, and his opera, The Magic Flute, is filled with Masonic symbols and philosophical messages. In literature, authors like Goethe also integrated Masonic concepts into their works, promoting themes of self-knowledge and transcendence. Architecture and urbanism. The Masonic influence on architecture is evident in various historical works, such as Masonic temples and buildings that follow the principles of sacred geometry. Cities like Washington, D.C. were planned by Freemasons, and many believe that the urban layout contains symbols associated with the fraternity. Science and philosophy. Freemasonry promoted the advancement of science, advocating the use of reason and empiricism. The fraternity attracted great thinkers of the Enlightenment era who found in Masonic lodges an environment to discuss philosophy, ethics, and science without dogmatic restrictions. Even in the 21st century, Freemasonry continues to influence social and cultural debates. Fight for equality and inclusion. The opening of female and mixed lodges reflects an effort to include more people in discussions about ethics and philosophy. Education and philanthropy. The fraternity remains active in educational programs and charitable actions, perpetuating its mission to transform the world through individual elevation. Participation in international organizations. Many Freemasons hold prominent positions in NGOs and global institutions, promoting Masonic ideals of social justice and freedom. The geopolitical and cultural influence of Freemasonry is not just a relic of the past. Over the centuries, its members have helped shape the values of liberty, equality, and fraternity in political, cultural, and social systems. More than that, Freemasonry remains a space where these principles continue to be discussed and adapted to the demands of a constantly changing world. Whether in nation building, encouraging scientific progress, or promoting ethical values, Freemasonry has shown that, despite its reserved nature, its ideals have a visible and significant impact. It is a reminder that even in the shadows of mystery, there is light that guides and transforms. Freemasonry, with its rich history, intriguing symbols, and secret rituals, has always been at the center of conspiracy theories that capture the popular imagination. From the idea that Freemasons control the world's destiny to accusations of occult practices, these narratives often distort the fraternity's true purpose. In this topic, we will explore the origin of these theories, separate myth from reality, and understand how the mysteries surrounding Freemasonry contributed to its ambiguous reputation. Secrecy fuels imagination. Freemasonry is a reserved fraternity, meaning its rituals and meetings are not open to the public. This secrecy, necessary to preserve the personal experience of its members, has often been interpreted as something sinister, creating fertile ground for conspiracy theories. Conflicts with the Catholic Church. In 1738, Pope Clement XII issued a papal bull condemning Freemasonry, accusing it of heresy and promoting values incompatible with Christianity. The Church's opposition, combined with the secret nature of the fraternity, solidified the image of Freemasonry as a subversive organization. Many political leaders, influential businessmen, and renowned thinkers were Freemasons. This association between Freemasonry and power led to the idea that the fraternity acts as an invisible hand, manipulating governments and global events. New World Order. Many conspiracy theorists believe that Freemasonry is behind a plan to create a single global government, known as the New World Order. Supposedly, influential Freemasons conspire to centralize global power, eliminating national sovereignties and controlling the global economy. Reality. Although individual Freemasons may hold positions of power, there is no evidence that Freemasonry as an institution has global political agendas. The fraternity is decentralized, with independent lodges focused on personal development and philanthropy, not international politics. Another popular theory is that Freemasonry is linked to the Illuminati, an 18th century secret society that supposedly sought to control the world. This connection is frequently explored in books and films, creating a narrative that combines the two groups in a plot of global domination. Reality. The Illuminati, founded in Bavaria in 1776, were dismantled within a few decades and have no historical connection to Freemasonry. The association between the two is a product of fiction and speculation, largely debunked by historians. Occult rituals and demonic worship. Some critics accuse Freemasonry of practicing occult rituals and worshiping evil forces. Symbols like the all-seeing eye and the square are often misinterpreted as evidence of involvement with the occult. Reality. Masonic rituals are symbolic and philosophical, intended to promote reflections on morality, spirituality, and self-discovery. Freemasonry requires its members to believe in a supreme being, but does not promote any specific religious doctrine, much less demonic practices. Why do theories persist? The secrecy surrounding Masonic rituals and symbols naturally arouses curiosity and suspicion. Conspiracy narratives offer simplistic explanations for complex events, becoming attractive to those seeking meaning in times of uncertainty. Books like The Da Vinci Code and films like Eyes Wide Shut popularized the idea of secret societies manipulating the world. These works often mix facts and fiction, reinforcing misconceptions about Freemasonry. Opposition from the Catholic Church and other religious groups perpetuated the image of Freemasonry as a moral and spiritual threat. Anti-Masonic movements, such as the Anti-Masonic Party in 19th century America, contributed to spreading disinformation. The reality of Freemasonry, a philosophical and philanthropic organization. Freemasonry promotes values such as liberty, equality, and fraternity. Its objectives include the moral improvement of individuals and the benefit of communities through charity. Instead of conspiring for world control, Masonic lodges focus on personal development and helping those in need. Despite its reserved nature, many Masonic lodges have made efforts to engage with the public, organizing open events and demystifying their mission. This growing transparency has helped combat myths, but the fascination with mystery continues to attract unfounded theories. How does Freemasonry respond to theories? The fraternity has endeavored to educate the public about its true nature, highlighting its philanthropic work and commitment to universal values. Although Freemasons are more open to dialogue, many aspects of their rituals and teachings remain confidential. This is not to hide dark secrets, but to preserve the symbolic meaning and personal experience of the members. In today's world, Freemasonry continues to be a fascinating and controversial topic. Although conspiracy theories attract attention, it is essential to remember that the fraternity is not a sinister monolith, but an organization dedicated to ethical reflection, the pursuit of knowledge, and helping others. Its greatest secret, perhaps, is not a plan for world domination, but the transformative power it offers its members, an invitation to build strong character, live a virtuous life, and contribute positively to society. Conspiracy theories may fuel the imagination, but the reality of Freemasonry is much more inspiring. Freemasonry, one of the oldest and most mysterious fraternities in the world, entered the 21st century facing modern challenges, but also embracing new opportunities to remain relevant in a constantly changing world. Its commitment to personal development, philanthropy, and universal values continues to attract individuals seeking purpose, reflection, and action in their lives. Adaptation to the digital age. In recent years, many Masonic lodges have created websites and social media profiles to demystify their practices and share information about their values and actions. This approach not only helps combat prejudices, but also attracts new members, especially among the youth, who are more likely to research online before joining an organization. The COVID-19 pandemic accelerated the adoption of digital technologies in Freemasonry. Many lodges held meetings and events online, allowing members from different parts of the world to interact. These global connections have strengthened the fraternity, enabling ideas and experiences to be shared more widely. Videos, podcasts, and webinars created by Freemasons offer a clearer view of the fraternity's principles and history, attracting the curious and demystifying its purpose. Inclusion and diversity. Traditionally a male fraternity, Freemasonry has seen the emergence of female and mixed orders that follow the same principles and rituals. These orders have attracted women interested in self-development and practical philosophy, expanding the fraternity's impact. Cultural and religious diversity. Freemasonry is open to people of all religious beliefs, provided they believe in a supreme being, often referred to as the great architect of the universe. This openness creates a globally inclusive fraternity where people from different cultures and traditions unite around shared values. Welcoming youth-associated organizations, such as the Order of Molay and the International Order of the Rainbow for Girls, offer young people the opportunity to learn and practice Masonic values before reaching the minimum age for joining traditional Freemasonry. These groups help cultivate a new generation of ethical and compassionate leaders. Liberty, equality, and fraternity. These principles, fundamental to Freemasonry, remain as relevant as ever. In a world marked by polarization and inequalities, the fraternity offers a model of unity around universal values. Liberty is understood as the ability to think independently, equality as mutual respect among all individuals, and fraternity as the duty to care for one another. Freemasonry encourages its members to be examples of ethics in their communities and workplaces, which is especially important in times of integrity crises in various spheres of society. In an era of superficiality and distractions, Freemasonry continues to offer a space for introspection and spiritual growth without imposing religious dogmas. Masonic lodges around the world continue to lead charitable efforts, from building schools and hospitals to organizing aid campaigns in humanitarian crises. During the pandemic, Freemasons organized food donations, medical equipment, and financial aid to needy communities. Scholarships and educational programs funded by Freemasonry offer opportunities to promising youth, promoting access to knowledge and social transformation. Many lodges have collaborated with NGOs and other entities to maximize the impact of their philanthropic actions, uniting forces for the common good. Young adults often view traditional organizations as outdated. To attract their interest, Freemasonry needs to clearly communicate its values and show how they apply to modern challenges. Although there have been advances, many still associate Freemasonry with conspiracies or occult practices. Combating these ideas requires more transparency and dialogue with the public. Freemasonry needs to modernize without losing its essence. Incorporating new technologies and ideas while maintaining the rituals and symbols that define its identity is a constant challenge. Freemasonry in the 21st century is at a point of transition. While honoring centuries of tradition, it shows a remarkable ability to adapt to modern times. The use of digital technologies and the connection of members from different countries strengthen the spirit of universal fraternity that Freemasonry advocates. The growing acceptance and inclusion of women and diverse groups expand the influence and reach of the fraternity. Freemasonry will continue to play a vital role in promoting social justice, equality of opportunity, and community well-being. In the 21st century, Freemasonry proves more relevant than ever, adapting to the demands of a rapidly changing world. Its ability to promote reflection, ethics, and philanthropy makes it a positive force in times of global challenges. For those seeking self-development, purpose, and the chance to make a difference, Freemasonry offers a unique opportunity. With roots in the past and eyes on the future, the fraternity continues to build a lasting legacy, brick by brick, as it always has. Freemasonry at its core is more than an organization. It is a journey of inner transformation. Since its origins, the fraternity has always sought to guide its members on a path of self-discovery, morality, and spiritual connection. In this 21st century, its relevance is manifested in the spiritual and philosophical legacy it continues to offer in a world where purpose and ethics are more necessary than ever. One of the most important symbols of Freemasonry is the rough stone, which represents the individual at the beginning of their journey. Throughout their Masonic life, the member is encouraged to polish the stone, eliminating their moral and ethical imperfections to become a more refined version of themselves. This concept reflects the Masonic belief that everyone has the potential for moral perfection, but this requires effort, reflection, and discipline. Connection with the great architect of the universe. Freemasonry does not define a specific God, but believes in a supreme being called the great architect of the universe. This universalist approach allows members of different beliefs to find common ground to explore spiritual questions. The central idea is that existence has a higher purpose, and that man, as a builder, must work to align with this divine order. Masonic philosophy is conveyed through symbols, such as the square, compass, and ruler. These instruments represent moral and ethical principles that the Freemason must apply in their life. The use of these symbols allows for practical and continuous reflection, connecting abstract ideas to the daily lives of members. Freemasonry teaches that true enlightenment can only be achieved through sincere and continuous effort. The initiation and progression rituals are designed to challenge members to reflect on their mortality, purpose, and place in the universe. The symbolism of light in Freemasonry. Light symbolizes knowledge, wisdom, and truth. Masonic learning is seen as a journey to bring light to the darkness of ignorance and selfishness, illuminating the path to a more meaningful life. Freemasonry explores the idea of duality, light and darkness, material and spiritual, reason and emotion. The Freemason is encouraged to balance these aspects, recognizing that true growth comes from the harmony between opposing forces within oneself. Masonic teachings lead members to reflect deeply on their lives, their choices, and their values. This practice of regular introspection helps cultivate virtues such as patience, humility, and courage. Freemasonry reinforces the importance of living according to high ethical standards, not only within the fraternity, but in all interactions in life. Being a Freemason means being an example to society, demonstrating integrity and empathy. For many Freemasons, the fraternity offers a space to explore spirituality outside traditional religious structures. This personalized connection with the divine is a source of comfort and purpose. In an era of constant distractions, Freemasonry offers a space for introspection and deep meaning. Masonic rituals and teachings are a reminder that self-knowledge cannot be achieved quickly. It is a gradual and deliberate process. In today's world, marked by inequalities and global challenges, Masonic values of justice, fraternity, and charity offer a model for addressing social issues ethically. The openness of Freemasonry to people of all religious beliefs resonates with a growing number of individuals seeking a spiritual experience without imposed dogmas. Freemasonry is, ultimately, a school of moral improvement. Its members are challenged to become better not only for themselves, but for their families and communities. Contribution to society. The fraternity teaches that self-development is not enough. It is necessary to use the lessons learned to improve the world around us. This legacy of service manifests in philanthropic actions, but also in small daily gestures of kindness and empathy. Even in a rapidly changing world, Masonic principles continue to inspire those seeking a purposeful and meaningful life. The spiritual and philosophical legacy of Freemasonry transcends its rituals and symbols. It is a call to build a life that is ethical, meaningful, and in harmony with universal values. In an often fragmented world, the fraternity offers a unifying vision. We are all builders, responsible for shaping not only our own lives, but also the society in which we live. Freemasonry's journey through history highlights its profound influence on politics, philosophy, science, and culture. Its ideals of liberty, equality, and fraternity continue to inspire individuals around the world to pursue self-improvement and contribute positively to society. In a fast-changing world, Freemasonry remains a testament to the enduring power of ethical reflection, unity, and philanthropy. If you found this exploration of Freemasonry intriguing, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. By subscribing, you'll stay connected with more captivating content about history, philosophy, and the hidden stories that shape our world. Join us as we continue to uncover the fascinating intersections of ideas and humanity. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.